Hey everybody, Tony D with a Hollywoke hot take. Brie Larson started a YouTube channel, not unlike this, but she doesn't have that cool lamp, so it's not good. I just can't even get through the first episode. It's a little too overproduced, and I did a little feedback session with the last video for my 1,000 subscribers and got a little feedback. And thank you for the feedback, by the way. You were all very nice and complimentary. But one of the things people said is they like genuine people. Like they like the genuineness and truthfulness of people, which is definitely something it was very appealing to me when I started watching YouTube. You know, I watched Sticks and Hammer, Tim Pool, Razor Fist. I mean, Razor Fist does a character, but it's also him. It's very close to him. There's not a lot of daylight between Razor Fist and the guy who plays Razor Fist. Brie Larson, it's a lot of daylight there between Brie's persona, I think, and Brie's actual personality. And I think the reason that is for, and it's not her specifically. I don't mean to pick on her specifically this time. But most actors, especially big name actors, they create a persona and an image for themselves, which they should. I mean, it's big business. But the downside of that is you can't totally be real. You just can't. Now, Brie Larson's already said a bunch of really woke, stupid stuff, in my opinion. I don't know if we're going to see that on her YouTube channel. And even if you do, once that hits the entertainment news, it's going to start hurting her career. And at some point, she's going to say, ooh, I got to back off of some of this language a little bit. I got to roll it back a little bit, I think. And the only place you can go being Brie Larson doing a YouTube channel, in my view, is down. Because she's Brie Larson. She was the star of a very big movie. Now, I didn't like Captain Marvel, but there's no denying that the movie did pretty well, did worldwide box office. That makes her world famous. Now she's doing YouTube. It's such like a major, major step down, especially for someone who didn't come up on YouTube. It'd be different if she had a YouTube channel and sort of came up with it. Then it could be like, oh, famous Brie now. Brie who we knew from before, and now she's famous. Now it's like, this is obviously some sort of astroturfing program, I think, on YouTube's part to get more celebrities to do YouTube. So like, oh, let's watch Brie Larson's channel tonight. But I don't think it's going to be all that interesting. I mean, I couldn't even sit through that first episode. It was so cringy. Because it's like, who wants to see a celebrity try to figure out her equipment? There was already a ton of edits right in the beginning, right? She did the thing where like, hi, I'm Brie Larson. Oh, that sounds terrible. And then it was like the color bars, and then she started over. That's a professional edit, Brie. Like, I could do it too, but I don't bother for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's time consuming. But number two, like, I'm not trying to do a bit. I'm trying to do like commentary. I mean, again, I could do it, but yours was nice and slick. So you have an editor already. And then in the first video, or one of the clips from the first video, we see you like, oh, is this thing on? Am I recording? You had professional help, I think. Probably. And if you didn't, well, good for you doing some edits. So this whole like show of like, oh, I'm trying to figure out the equipment. First off, it's annoying because this is YouTube. Get your S together. People don't tolerate that stuff. And second off, you're a movie star and actress. You're not going to have the time to put into your YouTube channel. So you either got to hire people to help you raise the level of the production, or you're going to have to spend way too much time on building your YouTube channel, which I don't think you're going to do. I think you got millions of dollars, so it's easy to hire some people. I'd hire people if I could. I would totally hire people. I mean, I don't blame you. But, you know, to sort of try to pass this off as, oh, Brie's channel, it's going to be crazy because I'm doing it all myself. Like, that's not going to work. You might as well just go whole hog, totally professional. Lighting, makeup, do the whole thing. And, but, you know, you're going to have to bring something to the table, like something really cool. I mean, if you're just going to, one of the things she offered was there's going to be a lot of anti-racist content. It's like, okay, anti-racist content. I don't know what that means. Like, normal content would be not racist, right? So I guess anti-racist content is like going after racists or trying to undo damage from racist, I guess. And keep in mind that YouTube has already purged so many people, including a lot of the racists most recently. And so the idea that you need Brie Larson to tell you what's racist and not racist and to teach you to be anti-racist, it's foolish. You know, it makes the entire movement look incredibly weak. You just look incredibly weak from your political standings that you obviously want to push on people, and you're trying to be fun and happy, but really this is all about your intersectional feminist agenda. Why not just be honest and say that up front? Say, hi, I'm Brie Larson, I'm an intersectional feminist, and I'm going to tell you what's right. Then I'd believe it. So this sort of like happy-go-lucky Brie Larson, I'm not really buying it. The whole thing's kind of cringy, quite frankly. I think you should just shut the YouTube channel down. The only kind of stuff I would want to see from someone like Brie Larson would be like behind-the-scenes stuff, right? Like, hey, I'm on the set today. Today I'm having a sandwich and, you know, sitting in her Captain Marvel outfit, like eating a sandwich and like saying stuff like, well, I have to be really careful because if I get any mayonnaise on my Captain Marvel costume, you know, the costume people will have a fit. Like one time I did, and like stuff like that. Stuff that would sound more real. Even though it would be kind of innocuous, I would like to know the ins and outs of being on the set of a big movie like that. I could see Chris Pratt doing a YouTube channel. Like, to me, he's like a normal guy. He's the sort of guy, it'd be like watching Andy, right, from Parks and Rec, doing a YouTube channel, kind of. And, you know, he would have fun. I think he would have fun with it. I think Brie's just going to preach to me and tell me things. And then when I don't like it, she'll blame everybody for being toxic. But to her credit, she's not getting ratioed yet, although she does have a lot of downvotes. They still don't outweigh the upvotes. So, you know, she's famous enough that she probably won't get ratioed until she says something really, really painfully stupid, which I think is probably inevitable because I don't think she quite understands the concept behind YouTube. You know, once you start doing these videos, you run out of stuff to talk about. I mean, it's hard. You know, you got to keep the ball rolling, and when you start running out of content, you really got to start drilling down. And you can't just do happy-go-lucky stuff off the top of your head. You got to do a little bit of research. I mean, I do a little bit of research. I know my research is not great, but I mean, you know, when I'm on point, it's better. But I did my research today. I did my research on South Jersey today. I looked at the headlines and saw various things. I did some, and I looked at the Antifa videos. I mean, kind of just, I can't stop looking away from Antifa only because it's like a car wreck on the side of the road. But anyhow, getting back to Brie, yeah, I think it's just going to be fuel for people to do cringe videos about it. I mean, I would love to show you some clips, but I know YouTube would flag that. So I could talk about her all I want and not show the clips. And you can go to the site, go to her site, just type in Brie Larson. She has her own channel. She only has one video up as of the last time I checked. So you could see it for yourself. And I didn't last, I think I lasted 2 minutes, and then I started clicking through it just to see what was in it. And it's like 20 minutes long. And she's got to learn the hard way that 11 minutes, around 11 minutes, that's the sweet spot, Brie. So get your videos down. So talk less, Brie. Talk less. Talk a lot less would be my advice.